Episode 15. Tony had taken to calling him a prick or unethical bastard, and occasionally a dumbass. Jayla and Kora were never more than 5 feet from their children at any given time. It was a long night every night. Kora promised to keep their pups safe while she slept. She would monitor from within. No wolf would get near their babies again. She had allowed Kora to heal her a little each day. The distress in her children's eyes was too much to take, and after just 7 days she was fine, healed up and back to normal. She knew it would have taken longer for a real human, but she just shrugged it off and said she was healthy and a fast healer, she guessed. Going back to work and sending her babies off to school again worried her. Alpha Blaine had gotten a good look at the 3 of them. She was certain that he'd pick Nate as his grandson. He might be a bit confused about the twins. They were smaller and looked a year younger, but she didn't doubt he would see just how much Nate looked like his father. Spitting image even at that age, she had grown up with him. She recalled what he looked like at 5. So would Alpha Blaine. And now Nathan also knew she had children, a family. What would he do with the information? She had defied him at every turn, not gone back willingly, killed one of the men designated to get her, assaulted his beta and run away again. Back to the human world. A place she'd found solace and sanctuary from her banishment. Not only had she defied him, she had also not declared her children to her pack, and certainly had not told him they were his. 2 things she should have done, especially the last one, keeping an alpha from his offspring, was a deadly game. At some point when they got older, she knew his wolf would sense it and definitely feel it once they got their own wolves. The hunt would have been on then, but that was years away, and so she had never thought about it. That was future Jayla's problem. Jayla wasn't about to go telling him either. He was already angry with her, and she wasn't about to go and make him 100 times more angry. He had already lost out on punishing her, and had clearly planned to. He hadn't even gotten to tell her what that punishment would be. That must really enrage him even more. Alphas did like to strike fear into their enemies, loved the power they had, and could push around. Fear was how they protected their pack and members from other alphas. But because she was so well ensconced in the human world, known to many here as an expert divorce lawyer and had many wealthy and well-known clients to represent, her alpha was going to have to deal with her here in the human world, play by human world rules, or it will just appear that he would have come and abducted her again. Jayla was pretty certain he was not going to like that at all. Wouldn't risk it probably. Being trapped in the human world risked his pack to attacks from other alphas. Every day for her now, though, was going to be like a ticking time bomb, however, waiting for him to sever her connection to his pack. If his father didn't say anything, and she had no idea if the man would. He hadn't really reacted to the sight of the children. Perhaps he had not made the connection at all. Perhaps a vision of them was not enough for him to sense his own bloodline. Alpha Blaine had been kind to her, never severed her connection, continued to pay her school fees, didn't cut off her pack card. Thanked the goddess, she had used it to pay for the nanny while in school, though had stopped using it the minute she started working for Eric and earning her own money. He had also never sent anyone to track her down and force her back. He clearly had a good heart, a caring person. Unlike his son, she wondered why he had turned out so bad. He hadn't been like that when she had been growing up in the pack. Being back at the Blood Moon pack brought up memories of her family, and she wondered how her mom and dad were, her brother Bradley. Were they all okay, or had he punished them as much as her? She hoped not. Jayla had not spoken to them in the 6 years she had been gone either. They had not tried to contact her, or come and see her, never attempted to track her down either. She wondered if they even missed her, or were they just as disappointed and annoyed with her for that one error she had made? Or had Nathan forbidden them from seeing her? Jayla felt a ripple of guilt come from Kora at the thought of the loss of their family. They had all been so close, much loved by all of them, and she had loved them right back, still did, and missed them all the time, just had to push the feeling aside and not think about it. That was the best way to deal with it. Don't feel guilty, Kora. You did what you did to protect our pups. So stop with the guilt. I know, but sadness wafted from her. It is fine, it was a long time ago. I do not blame you, you know that, so please stop feeling guilty about it. Kora sighed in her mind. She had always blamed herself for us being told to leave and never come back. Jayla didn't blame her. She had been going to leave anyway, live on campus for the last 2 years of her degree, so as not to have to see him with his mates so happy and in love. Thankfully, she still hadn't had to witness it. The woman had not shown her face during her brief, very brief trip to the pack. Kora, you are amazing. I couldn't ask for a better wolf, she told Kora, thankful for just how fast Kora was. Not many could outrun her. Only 2 from her pack had ever managed it when she was in wolf form and running at full speed, the current and former alpha. Even growing up in Blood Moon Pack, everyone had been amazed by Kora. She was so beautiful, her pale silver fur practically glowed in the moonlight like she was white, with her cute gray snout and paws. When she had run with her pack under the full moon for the first time, her mother had told her she looked like the moon herself.
Full story is available at novelpalace.com. Click the link in the comment section to get it free.